Don't worry about me, I'ma be alright. Got G-O-D all over my life. Don't worry where I've been, what I did, how I came up. Every saint was a sinner till they changed. Don't worry about me.
Hi, my name is Kesa. I'm 54 and I'm starting from scratch. Welcome to episode 4. Yes, we are at episode 4. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing episodes 1 through 3, I want you to go back and watch 1 through 3 because I'm going to be talking to you about why I'm starting from scratch. All right, today I'm going to start off with a scripture because this scripture has been in my spirit for a couple of days, and today I finally sat down and actually read the scripture. Now, I'm going to read it to you from the NIV version and the King James version, so follow along and you'll see why I'm reading the scripture and why it is relevant to today's video. All right, Psalms 107. 23 and 24. The NIV version says, "Some went on the sea in ships. They were merchants on the mighty waters. They saw the work of the Lord, his wonderful deeds in the deep." Now, the King James version says, "They that go down to the sea in ships that do business in great waters, these see the works of the Lord and his wonders in the deep." Why is that relevant? Because y'all, I am in deep. I am in deep, mighty waters right now. All right. One thing I know and I do understand is that you never get to see who you are in the shallow. And the reason why is because shallow water is basically safe. I'm not saying that people haven't drowned in shallow water. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's usually because they're inebriated or something's going on with them that they drown. But mostly in shallow water, you can still put your feet on the ground. There's no need to panic. There's no need to get, out of sorts. You're still near shore. You're going to make it back. And you're going to make it back safely. But in deep waters, that might not be the case. Because the vastness of the waters, right, is so great. Have you ever been out deep sea fishing? Have you ever gone out, on maybe a cruise in the depths of the water? You left the shore and you go deep in. And have you ever felt like, oh, wow, this is kind of eerie because, I don't know we're going to make it back or not. In business or in entrepreneurship or when you're starting over, you're in the depths of your life. That's how I look at it. But guess what? I believe this is the opportunity and the time for me to take great risks, because being in depths of the water, and the deeper you are in the water, you're taking higher risks. Think about the fishermen that are out there trying to catch tuna. They're in the elements. They're in the depth of the windstorms, are they not? They're taking on all kinds of things. I've seen where they take on water, lots of different things. But guess what? The catch is worth it because they're going to get lots of money for that tuna or whatever type of fish is that they've caught. What am I saying? I'm just simply saying that I've placed myself in a position where I'm going to see the great works of the Lord in this season because I'm taking a risk. Now, I want you to know that sometimes life is risk. And I know some of us don't like to take risks. I'm not a big risk taker either. That's why I don't gamble. I don't do the gambling. I have gambled, but I don't do it because I don't want to lose my money. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to lose my money. And at the end of the day, there are lots of people that gamble. I've gone to the gambling casino and they spending big bucks. And I'm looking at these people like, you're crazy. But I'm seeing people spend tens and thousands of dollars to get this big payoff. Now, whether they do or they don't, they are still willing to take the risk. Now, if the people are willing to go into the gambling casino, gamble their money away, spend tens and thousands of dollars for this big payoff, I don't know, maybe it's $100,000, maybe it's $1 million. I don't know. I don't even know what the amount is right now. But if they're willing to do that, why am I not willing to risk big on my business and go hard? Why am I not willing to do it? What is the ratio versus the gambling? Who has a better footing? Who has a better footing? So today I woke up, I got up, I took my shower, but before I took my shower, I took my dog outside in the backyard and I started doing stretches. Now, guys, this is a part of my new journey getting back to me as well. Okay, I'm starting all over. I'm starting my exercise routine all over. So when I tell you guys I'm starting from scratch, I'm starting it all over again. As you well know, I was not doing anything as of last year and maybe a little bit before that. I had just, life be life in y'all. And so I'm starting my exercise routine all over. I'm starting the way I eat fresh all over. Starting to renovate and take things in the house to a different level that I've never done before. Everything is brand new. So I went outside and I was doing my stretches. So I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. And believe me, it's made a difference in my body. So I decided now, after I do that, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to put some makeup on as if I'm going to work. I am going to work. I'm going to work in my home office. So today I'm going to be working on my business and doing a couple of other things. So I hope you've enjoyed episode 4. I'm going to try to come back with you more, but I'm just talking about my journey, y'all. I'm not here to do anything else but to talk about my journey. And I pray that somebody else is blessed because you are listening to someone that's starting from scratch and you'll be inspired to know that you can do it too. Well, listen, that's my time for today. I'm 54 and I'm starting from scratch.
Don't worry about me, I'ma be alright. Got G.O.D. all over my life. Don't worry where I've been, what I did, how I came up. Every saying was a sin until they changed. Don't worry about me.